Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today at November 30th at St. Bridget's Spiritualist Church of Edmonton. And today we will have our lecture on empowering the soul. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So thank you for joining us. And I am Reverend Jill Washington, and I'll be doing a lecture this morning. Okay. So we want to explore the principles of spiritualism, one that shapes our choices, our growth, and our spiritual evolution. It's the principle of personal responsibility. So it's one of those principles that we talked about, our 7 principles, taking personal responsibility for every thought, word, and action. Now that the phrase can sound heavy or strict, but in spiritualism, personal responsibility is actually incredibly empowering. It reminds us that you are not a victim of life. We are participants in it. We have the ability to shape our paths, learn from our experiences, and grow as souls. It isn't about blame or judgment. It's about freedom. It's about remembering that we have the power to create meaningful changes in our own life. In spiritualism, personal responsibility means that we are responsible for the choices that we make, that we are responsible for the energy we bring into the world. We are responsible for our growth, our healing, and our reactions. We are responsible for how we treat ourselves and others. We are not responsible for everything that happens to us, but we are responsible for how we respond to what happens. This principle affirms our spiritual identity. It tells us you are a soul with free will, wisdom, and power. You are not helpless. You are capable. You are evolving. In spiritualism, personal responsibility is deeply connected to the natural laws, the universal principle that guides the workings of life, energy, and spirit. Some examples of this is the law of cause and effect, laws of attraction, law of balance, law of harmony, and law of growth. Natural law isn't about punishment or reward. It's about learning and alignment. For instance, when we speak kindly, kindness tends to come back. When we hold resentment, it tends to shape our experiences. When we choose patience, love, honesty, integrity, our paths expand. Natural law doesn't judge us. It reflects us. It shows us we are growing and where we are resisting growth. I'm going to read that one again. Natural law isn't about punishment or reward. It's about learning and alignment. For instance, when we speak kindly, I just repeated that again. That's okay. When we speak kindly, kindness tends to come back. When we hold resentment, it tends to shape our experiences. When we choose patience, love, and honesty, integrity, our paths expand. Natural law doesn't judge us. It reflects us. It shows us that we are growing and where we are resisting growth. It becomes our teacher, not through fear, but through gentle spiritual feedback. We often think responsibility means action, but true responsibility begins internally with our thoughts, our beliefs, and emotional patterns. Are my thoughts helping me or harming me? Are they rooted in fear or in truth? Do they uplift me or limit me? Spiritual living asks us to pause and notice. What am I choosing to believe about myself today? This doesn't mean ignoring pain, anxiety, or grief. It means owning our inner world enough to work with it, nurture it, and guide it. Responsibility is not about controlling emotions. It's about understanding them and choosing how to move forward. Personal responsibility also shows up in how we relate to others. We cannot control how others behave. We cannot control how they speak, love, or respond. But we can control our reactions, our boundaries, our honesty, our compassion, our willingness to forgive, and our ability to walk away when something harms our well-being. Spiritual responsibility does not mean staying in a situation that diminishes us. It means honoring our soul enough to choose peace, truth, and integrity. Healthy boundaries are spiritual. Honesty is spiritual. Self-respect is spiritual. From a spiritual perspective, every experience, pleasant or painful, offers growth. Life is not punishing us. Life is teaching us. Sometimes our lessons come through patience, humility, courage, compassion, letting go, learning to love ourselves, and sometimes through loss, change, and hardship. Personal responsibility asks us, what is this experience teaching me? How can I grow from this, rather than collapse under it? This shifts us from suffering to transformation, from helplessness to empowerment, from confusion to clarity. This is an important point because personal responsibility does not mean isolation. It does not mean fixing everything yourself. Spiritual responsibility includes asking for help, seeking support, admitting when you're struggling, allowing Spirit to guide you, accepting healing, comfort, and community. Strength is not in doing everything alone. Strength is knowing when to reach for a hand. We walk our path, but we never walk it alone. Spirit walks with us. Loved ones in spirit walk with us. Our community walks with us. So here's a gentle exercise you can anchor your personal responsibility into daily life. So each morning, ask yourself, what energy do I want to carry today? Peace, compassion, strength, patience. What is one choice I can make today that honors my soul? Rest, setting boundaries, speaking kindly, and letting go of worry. Where can I take responsibility, and where can I release control? This is the key to inner balance. This small reflection aligns with spirit, with your soul's intention, and with natural law. Personal responsibility is not a burden, it's a blessing. It reminds us that we are powerful creators of our own experiences, guided by spirit, shaped by compassion, and supported by natural laws. When we take responsibility for our thought, word, action, and healing, we step into our truth of spiritual strength. We evolve, we rise, we become more aligned with who we really are. So may you walk forward with empowerment, clarity, and gentle reminder that every choice is an opportunity to grow. So thank you for joining me today. I hope that resonated with you. And thank you for joining us. And I just wanted to let you know that on December 6th, we are having a psychic tea. So we'd love for you to join us. And then we're also having a potluck on December 14th. So if you ever have an opportunity to come and join us at the church, please do. We would love to see you there. Okay, thank you very much for joining us. Bye-bye.